What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas unless it involves a billionaire, a brain chip, and a secret AI war. Elon Musk's Neuralink stock skyrockets 300%, the SEC raids their labs, and a shadowy government agency just bought every single Tesla bot in existence. Connect the dots and you'll wish you hadn't. 3 days ago, Neuralink stock hit $900 a share. $900. For a company that hasn't sold a single product. But here's the kicker, the SEC stormed their labs hours later. Now, ask yourself, why shut down a failing project? Unless it was succeeding too well. Oh, and let's not forget Elon's tweet the night before. The future is telepathic. 12:21 a.m. Deleted.
Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk is under fire from 4 members of Congress, not about his X platform, electric cars, or spaceships, but over his brain implant company Neuralink. In a letter to the Securities and Exchange Commission that was reviewed by Reuters, 4 Democratic U.S. representatives asked the regulator to investigate Musk to see if he committed securities fraud by allegedly misleading investors about the safety of a brain implant that Neuralink is developing. Musk's company aims to help patients overcome paralysis and a host of neurological conditions and is preparing to test the implant on humans.
Let's rewind. Neuralink's mission? To merge humans with AI through brain chips. But last month, leaked documents revealed Project Lazarus, a DARPA-funded program to revive soldiers using Neuralink tech. Coincidence? DARPA denies it. But guess who doesn't?
Human-machine interfaces that include direct connections between the brain and outside systems. That's been from the beginning of DARPA's information technology mission, and it continues to this day. That's DARPA's specialty, to imagine the future and create it.
But here's where it gets dark. Neuralink's trial patient, Subject X, reportedly hacked a Tesla charging station with their mind 2 weeks ago. The SEC called it a glitch, but I call it phase 1. You think this is about stocks? No, this is about control. And in 60 seconds, you'll see exactly how they plan to hack your brain.
The science behind how these implants work is not that different from how you would go about trying to measure the energy from a AA battery. It's the same principle that we're doing with these brain implants. This is called neuroelectrophysiological recording. When you move your arm to the right, certain sets of neurons are activated in a certain pattern. Listening in to that activity and that pattern, you can predict very quickly which direction the arm is going to move. These are the neurons that are directly wired to your muscle.
Unless that pathway from the brain to the spinal cord to the muscle is damaged, the way it is in patients with paralysis.
That pathway is damaged, then the neural signals, the signals from the brain, aren't going to get down to move the muscles. But in many cases, the signals are still present in the brain, they're just not getting out. So if you reach in and put something that listens in to those neurons, then you know what's happening to the muscle.
And that's the goal of a brain implant.
Theory number 1, the SEC is a distraction. The real buyer of Neuralink stock, BlackRock, who also owns 10% of the Pentagon's AI contractors. They're building an army of mind-controlled super soldiers, and you're funding it. Theory number 2, Elon's real project, quantum AI. The stock surge wasn't a mistake. It was a test to see if an AI could manipulate markets. And guess what? It worked. Now imagine that AI plugged into every brain chip. Drop a comment. Is Elon a genius or a puppet?
This morning, what could be a game changer for people living with severe physical disabilities. Elon Musk revealing a second patient has been implanted with Neuralink, an experimental brain-computer interface that allows patients to control technology with their mind. Musk is a co-founder of the startup.
I don't want to jinx it, but it seems to have gone extremely well with the second implant. So there's a lot of signal, a lot of electrodes. It's working very well.
Not much is known about the second patient, including when they received the implant, but we do know they suffered a spinal cord injury, just like Nolan Arbaugh.
This is all from there to there. Yeah, man.
Arbaugh was the first Neuralink patient. He opened up to Good Morning America back in May.
I was just very happy that I would be a part of something that I believe is so monumental and this next step forward of helping people with paralysis.
Picture this, it's 2026, Neuralink chips are in half the population. Suddenly your thoughts aren't yours anymore. You wake up craving a Big Mac because McDonald's paid to hack your hunger. You decide to vote for a candidate because they own the AI, but there's a resistance. A Reddit user named CyberGhost leaked this. This facility in Utah, it's not for data, it's a quantum AI prison, and if it goes live, free will goes extinct. If you're not terrified yet, you're not paying attention. Smash like before the algorithm shadow bans us. Subscribe because next week we'll dive into Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse prison, and hit the bell unless you want to miss the truth. Stay skeptical, stay paranoid, and remember, the gossip is always juicier than the lie.